A secret square, mining equipment, a sports team, and a couple of riders. Hello everybody, my name is Rob, and this is Exciting, I Know. In Exciting I Know, we take a look at random articles from Wikipedia because I think that it would make some interesting and entertaining content to listen to. Because after the 15 minutes is over, we stop reading the article, and if you want to find out more, then you have to go and look at that article yourself. And that is the point of this podcast, is to get you to learn more by enticing you with what you do not know. So, in Exciting I Know, I can promise you a few rules. The podcast will mostly remain PG-13. I will most likely butcher all of the names, and I most likely will not read the sidebars unless they contain pertinent information. If an article takes less than 15 minutes to read, I will finish reading that article and then move on to the next article. So, without further ado, here is our first random article for the day. The Secret Square. The Secret Square was an early, now defunct side project of the Apple's Apples in Stereo drummer and vocalist Hilary Sidney and Lisa Jansen, who played bass on the Neutral Milk Hotel album on Avery Island. They had two 1995 releases, both self-titled under the Elephant Six banner. Discography list: Secret Square 7-inch vinyl single 1995, Secret Square LP 1995. Sidebar: sidebar is a photograph. Next article. Gornetsky Aggregate Gazniksky. The Gornetsky Aggregate Gazniksky GAG is a jet engine insertion unit developed for use in mines, controlling and suppressing coal seam fires, and neutralizing fire damp situations. The unit was designed in Poland in the 1970s. Its name roughly translates as Mine Fire Suppression Apparatus, and I nearly panicked there because I just now started this timer. A GAG 3A unit was developed by the Queensland Mines Rescue Service in association with the Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organisation, CSIRO. GAG units have been used in Australia since 1998. Mechanism. The GAG unit emits carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and water vapor. The gases lower the oxygen levels, suppressing fires and forcing methane out of the mine. A unit capable of pumping a volume of 25 meters cubed per second, creating levels of less than 1% oxygen. When fully assembled, the unit is 12 meters long and weighs 2.5 tons. As of 2010, there were only 3 GAG units in the world: in Australia, the Netherlands, and Ukraine. The GAG unit from the Netherlands is called Steamex Fire. Notable usage. GAG units have been used in Australia, most notably in 2000 at the Blair Athol mine, Queensland, where it extinguished a 54-year-old coal-fired. In 2003, a team from the Queensland Mine Rescue Service took a unit to West Virginia, where they successfully extinguished a 660-foot deep, 2-month-old fire at Loveridge Mine after 10 days of continuous use. Queensland's unit was also transported to New Zealand in 2010 for use after the Pike River mine disaster. See also Steamex fire and gas generator. Next article. Pervomaysky Vyazhnikovsky District, Vladimir Oblast. Pervomaysky Russian is a rural locality, a settlement in Gorod Vyazhnikovsky District, Vladimir Oblast, Russia. The population was 413 as of 2010. There are 2 streets. Geography. The village is located 2 kilometers west from Vyazhniki. Next article. 1999 to 2000 Cypriot 3rd Division. The 1999 to 2000 Cypriot 3rd Division was the 29th season of the Cypriot 3rd level football league. Toy Lakatamia won their 2nd title. Format. 14 teams participated in the 1999 to 2000 Cypriot 3rd Division. All teams played against each other twice, once at their home and once away. The team with the most points at the end of the season crowned champions. The first 3 teams were promoted to the 1999 to 2000 Cypriot 2nd Division, and the last 3 teams were relegated to the 1999 to 2000 Cypriot 4th Division. However, in the summer after the end of the championship, Evagoros Paphos merged the APOP Paphos to form AYEP Paphos. AYEP took the place of APOP in the 2002-01 Cypriot 1st Division. Because of this, playoffs between the bottom 3 teams of the 1999 to 2000 Cypriot 2nd Division and 4th team of the 1999 to 2000 Cypriot 3rd Division were held for the extra place in the 2001 Cypriot 2nd Division. Also, playoffs between the bottom 3 teams of the 1999 to 2000 Cypriot 3rd Division and the 4th team of the 1999 to 2000 Cypriot 4th Division were held for the extra place in the 2001 Cypriot 3rd Division. Point system. Teams received 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. Changes from previous season. List and title. Teams promoted to the 1999 to 2000 Cypriot 2nd Division. Chalkanoris, Idalio, Heracles, Garo, Lakau, Apep, Pitsilia. Teams relegated from 1998 to 99 Cypriot 2nd Division. Rotsitis, Mamari, Aso Lisi, Akritis, Chlorakis. Teams promoted from 1999 to 1998 to 1999 Cypriot 4th Division. Enthoi Lakatamia, Kinirasapis, Alanismos Akakio. Teams relegated to the 1999 to 2000 Cypriot 4th Division. APEP, Palendriao, 8-Pek, ergoton, Elia lithrodonta. Ooh. The next bit of information is on the table of the standings, with Thawai and Lakatamia placing first. With Thawai and Lakatamia in the first position, and the results of the team. Next article. Saibubur is one of the 5 administrative villages in Ciracas district, Kecamatan, in East Jakarta. Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia. Saibubur is the site of the SOS Children's Village. Recreational places: Bumi Perkemahan dan Geraha Wisata Pramuka Buperta, a national scouting center composed of camping grounds and other various recreational sites intended for activities ranging from elementary school level to nationwide jamborees. Taman Bunga Wala Datika Hutan Kota Saibubur. Next article. Stephanie Claremont. Stephanie Claremont, born 1988, is a Canadian writer who published her debut novel, Le Jeu de la Musique, in 2017. Originally from Ottawa, Ontario, Claremont won a children's poetry contest sponsored by the Ottawa Public Library in 2001. In the ages 12 to 14 division. After completing high school, she traveled throughout Canada and the United States before settling in Montreal in 2012. La Jeu de la Musique won the Prix de la Cueve de la Relève from the Conseil des Arts et des Lettres du Québec and the Prix Adrien Choquette. In 2018, it was a competing title in the 2018 of Le Combat des Livres, where it was defended by comedian Philippe Audrey Larue Saint Jacques. Next article. Mincy Poplars. Mincy Poplars is a poem by Gerard Manley Hopkins, 1844 to 1889, written in 1879. The poem was inspired by the felling of a row of poplar trees near the village of Mincy, northwest of Oxford, England, and overlooking Port Meadow on the bank of the River Thames. The replacements for the trees running from Mincy north to Godstow lasted until 2004, when replanting began. The Bodleian Library of Oxford University holds a draft manuscript of the poem handwritten by Hopkins, acquired in 2013. Sidebar of trees. Sidebar of a photograph of the author. The poem. The text of the poem is as follows. By aspen steer, whose airy cage is quelled or quenched in leaves the leaping sun, all felled, are all felled. Of a fresh and following folded rank, not spared, not one, that dandled a sandaled shadow that swam or sank on the meadow and river and wind, wandering weed, winding bank. Oh, if we but knew what we do, when we delve or hew, hack and wreck the growing green, since country is so tender to touch, her being so slender, that like this sleek and seeing ball, but a prick will make no eye at all, where we even where we mean to mend her, we end her. When we hew or delve, after comers cannot guess the beauty being 10 or 12, only 10 or 12 strokes of havoc unsolved. The sweet especial scene, rule scene, a rule scene, sweet especial rule scene. Next article. Eugnosta chionoclena. Eugnosta chionoclena is a species of moth from the family Tetracidae. It is found in Ethiopia. Next article. Canada's Healthcare Providers 2007. Canada's Healthcare Providers 2007 is a reference on the country's healthcare workforce. It looks at how the health provider landscape has evolved, examines the complexities of human health services, resources, planning and management in the current environment, and provides the latest information on supply trends for various health professions. Healthcare workforce. Since in 2006, just over 1 million people in Canada worked directly in health occupations. This represented 6% of the total Canadian workforce. Growth from 1996 to 2005, growth of health professions varied. For example, dental hygienists experienced a growth of 45%, pharmacists 29%, and medical laboratory technologists 6%. Age and sex, women make up the majority of the health workforce, 77% compared to 77% compared to 47% in the general workforce. The health workforce is also slightly older than the general working population, at an average of 49.1 compared to a Canadian average of 39.6 in 2005. Health of the workforce. Health, those working in healthcare report levels of good health, 96%, similar to the general Canadian workforce. Workforce 94% in 2003, 1.1% of healthcare workers versus 3.8% in the general labor force reported being injured at work. Absenteeism, despite reporting that they are in good health, healthcare workers have had a higher average number of lost work days when compared to the rest of the working population over the last 20 years. On average, in 2006, the typical Canadian healthcare worker aged 25 to 54 missed almost 12 days of work due to his or her own illness or disability. Stop. Thank you for listening. I hope you found that enjoyable or entertaining. If you did, please consider leaving a like or sharing the podcast. And if you want to help out the podcast, you can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Prepared over here. No, that's not my actual name. At Rob Clemens Jr., capital R, capital C, and capital J. And you can also follow me on Instagram. As Suddenly It Chokes, and not just podcast. Robert Clemens Jr. on Instagram. Once again, that is Rob Clemens Jr., capital R, C, and J on Twitter, and Robert Clemens Jr. over on Instagram. Thank you for listening.